Hi, I'm still here at Trinity, and I'm really, um, I'm sorry, I'm a bit lazy, getting a bit tired because I've recorded this video a few times now, but because I didn't think that I was speaking, I was concise enough, and I think the video was just too long. And yeah, I think my previous video was pretty good, but I forgot to record it. I just forgot to push a button I should have. But now I'm retaking the video, and so I've been here since August, and that hasn't changed much since. And in regards to classes and papers, so I'm still taking classes, and I'm still having papers I need to write, and midterm exams, which are basically just longer papers and more papers. So I need to do a lot of so I need to do a lot of readings, and I need to do a lot of writing, and that's basically what I had to do. I don't really think I've read I ever read so much in my entire life than I did here, or that I will ever do as much as I did here. But it's really interesting, and I think it would be more interesting to talk about what I am studying than talk about just in general what I'm doing here, because it's what I'm doing that's interesting in itself, rather than talking about what's going on, events like. But we have parties, and feeling really good here, and I'm having a great time. But I also miss my family, so I have mixed feelings about returning home, because of course I want to go home and I want to be with my friends and family, but I also like it here, and it's a really good community. So if anyone comes after me, or plans to come here, I can only recommend him or her that to choose this seminary, because it's really good, and the academic part is really excellent, and the social part is also very good. So it has everything a seminary needs to have, so that's why I can only recommend it. And English was a bit difficult for me the first time I arrived here, because I studied English for a very long time. Like, I've been studying it for 11 years by now, but it was still a bit of a surprise for me, because reading English and speaking English is still different from understanding English. But I only came to understand everything, or almost everything, only recently. I came to understand almost everything only recently, and there are still a few sentences I don't understand. But I really hope that it's going to be a bit better, and my speaking ability has also improved. I'm a bit stammering right now, because I feel so pressured. It's not that I have to make this video, but I'm still concentrating too much. I think that's a problem. But I get, I'm too much a perfectionist. I think that is part of the problem, that sometimes you just need to make mistakes to be corrected, so that next time you learn from your faults, from your mistakes. But it's difficult for me to accept that. But it's interesting, because we had that was the subject or title of one of the weeks we had here, and I group we have an I group, and we focused on this topic, the perfectionism, the sin of perfectionism, how bad it is. And we had a worship we planned together, and it was really good. So we have sometimes events like that, and Yeah, and the classes I'm taking, I want to talk about that too. I'm taking Church History 2, which is the continuation of the Church History that I've taken last semester, and I'm also having Vatican II. It's not Vatican II because we had the previous one. We had a Vatican II in the spring semester. Sorry, not spring, fall semester, but it's called Vatican II because it's about the Second Vatican Council in Rome in the 60s. It's also really good. We are reading documents and reflections on it and the historical background. And I'm also taking Old Testament 2 and Introduction to Worship, which is basically about liturgy. And I also have, and I have Hebrew reading, which is about Hebrew reading, and need to read the Hebrew texts and parse especially the verbs. So I need to prepare for that quite a lot, but it's really good and it's really useful if you can read Hebrew. And I'm also going to need that in Hungary still. And I've taken a JTEM course that was Ecological Spirituality, which was about ecology and theology. And I've also had a racial awareness training, which was about and against racism, how to combat racism, which is a thing here as well. And yeah, that's all what happened here. And I like being here, and I'm looking forward to all the things that I'm going to have the remaining 2 months, and I'm a bit excited, but I'm also going to have finals, which may sound less fun, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing here, and the academic part as well as the social part. It's all very good, and I'm just trying to enjoy my time here. So that's all I can say right now. Yeah, bye.